Oh, yeah. Here are some of the most significant allegations in that indictment against this hideous subhuman creature, Donald Trump. First of all, there was a stunning pattern of obstruction. Really. Prosecutors say in the indictment that Trump willfully ignored a May 2022 subpoena requiring him to return the documents. And he took extraordinary steps to hide things, to obstruct the investigators. The indictment details how his butt boy, Walt Nauta, at Trump's direction, moved 64 boxes of documents so that Trump's lawyers couldn't find them. I mean, Jesus Christ, he's like a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old juvenile delinquent. You remember that term from back in the day, juvenile delinquent? This is Trump. Next, boxes of documents were stored in a bathroom. In April 2021, Trump's employees needed to move dozens of boxes from a ballroom at his Mar-a-Lago estate. One aide texted another aide, quote, "There's still a little room in the shower where his other stuff is." End quote. God. Yeah, that's the thing about Trump. Can you imagine how filthy this man is in his personal life? Now, granted, he can afford to hire 500 undocumented maids to come and work his filth and clean it up. But can you imagine how dirty this man has to be? Oh. The boxes were hauled to a small bathroom and piled up nearly to the tiny chandelier that was next to the commode. Yeah, that figures. Another allegations, documents were stored in a very sloppy manner. Well, of course. This is Trump. The indictment shows a picture of a box of top secret national security documents that had spilled onto the floor in that Mar-a-Lago storage room, which was accessible to employees who could just come and go. Oh, what's this on the floor? Oh, this looks like a plan to nuke Iran. Oh, hey, look at this. Hey, everybody, look here. I want to show this to my mom. The indictment recounts how Trump and his lawyer discussed what to do with a folder of 38 documents, all of which were classified, either top secret or eyes only or whatever. The lawyer said Trump made, quote, a plucking motion that the lawyer said implied, why don't you take them with you to your hotel room, and if there's anything really bad in there, like, pluck it out, end quote. Pluck it out. Would that some supernatural force would pluck Trump out? Also, Trump was recorded sharing secrets. The indictment shows how Trump was recorded at his Gulf Coast in Bedminster, New Jersey, acting like a 2-year-old, showing off, oh, I have secret U.S. battle plans. Look here. Oh, we're just going to beat the shit out of Iran. Look at this. See, this is where we kill 10,000. This is where we blast Tehran. Oh, isn't this fun? He was showing all this shit to a writer, not a writer there about him, but a writer there about his criminal chief of staff. And Trump described the material as, looky, highly confidential, and it's secret. It's secret. No. Don't get too close. Looky. No. Come here. Go away. Come here. Go away. Yeah, this is so much fun. And in that recording, the orange bastard admitted it had not been declassified. Also, there's more. Trump showed a secret map to a staff member. In August or September of 2021, Trump showed top secret military information, a map, including a map, with a staff member at his political action committee And the staff member was just some jerk off that went to work for Trump, had no security clearance. And you can hear Trump on the tape doing his, come here, go away, don't get too close, looky. Now wait, back up, come here, back up. I bet that was so much fun for this juvenile delinquent. Now, one of Trump's lawyers is, according to the indictment, is a key witness. And some of the most potentially damning evidence against the orange bastard comes from notes made extemporaneously by one of his fake lawyers, that would be Evan Corcoran. And the lawyer's notes essentially gave prosecutors a roadmap to building their case. So those are just some of the circumstances in this, 39-page indictment? I think it was 49-page indictment. It's just incredible the degree to which this rotten, un-American bastard Donald Trump has violated every single law, civil law, criminal law, federal law, state law, county law. He is a serial violator. He has absolutely no respect for anything that happens beyond the borders of his orange skin. He cares not a bit. Now, his filthy advisors, people like the Nazi Jew Stephen Miller or the dumpster diver Steve Bannon, all these scum have been blunt that in saying that winning the presidency is how this bastard is going to beat the legal charges he's facing. And he has once again copped to the strategy that's worked for him so much over his useless, filthy life of delaying for as long as possible this particular trial, the documents case, which is expected to take several weeks. Now, as far as the fake Judge Cannon's decision to start the trial in May, Jesus Christ, of 2024, well, the Justice Department, according to the New York Times, declined to comment on that decision. But according to the Times, also, this decision by Judge Cannon didn't come as a surprise to the prosecutors. They set their initial aggressive timetable expecting that she would select a date probably sometime in the first half of 2024, and that she would reject the Orange Bastards legal team's request to push it past the election. That is, according to a source who spoke to the New York Times. Now, you don't need to be someone who understands fully the machinations of this filthy orange bastard over the years to conclude that it's not clear whether the May 2024 date will hold. As part of her order, Judge Cannon threw Trump's lawyers a little piece of raw meat when she designated his case as, her word, complex, which means that she is open to additional delays. Of course, you know this is going to happen. You know it. I know it. If this trial starts in May of 2024, if I'm still alive to talk about it, if you're still alive to talk about it, if the planet is still alive to talk about it, we're going to be talking about how it has not started in May of 2024. You know this. I know this. Now, in that 49-page, 38-count indictment that was filed last month by Jack Smith's office, the Orange Bastard was charged with illegally holding onto a trove of 31 documents containing sensitive national security information in violation of the so-called Espionage Act. He's not charged with espionage. That's just the title of this act. He was also accused of conspiring with his personal aide, Walt Nauta, to obstruct the government's repeated efforts to reclaim the documents. Can you imagine how poor old Walt must feel? Where's he from? U.S. imperial territories in the Pacific, right? And he was forced into the racist position of being a gopher in the U.S. Navy. Is that what I understand? So many Asian peoples, Pacific Islander peoples is what I'm trying to say, who join the U.S. Navy are forced to be stewards or waiters or gophers, and it's just a fully racist situation. You know this. But can you imagine how old Walt must feel? He's charged with crimes that could put his ass in prison for decades. Not that he'll ever go, but, talk about tying your future to a crashing plane, which is what exactly Walt Nauta did. Now, the Orange Bastard is also under indictment in Manhattan and on charges stemming from the hush money payments to Stormy Daniels before the election in 2016. That case is scheduled to go on trial in March of 2024. Oh, and think about how many people just love his ass. How many of these Christians would just willingly fillet him at the first request? Oh, we love you, Donnie. Oh, they're treating you so badly. Oh. And then the Orange Bastard was notified this week that he could also be indicted on federal charges related to his efforts to prevent the succession of Joe Biden, who won the election in 2020. And part of that case is the district attorney here in Fulton County, Georgia, Fani Willis, who is completing her investigation into the Orange Bastard's attempts to overturn the election here in Georgia. That, according to what District Attorney Willis has said, that indictment should come in a couple of weeks, in August. Didn't she say early part of August? But this is the one. This is the one. This is the guy. There he is. That the white Christian people in this country just love. A certain percentage of them. Not you. Okay, you're a Catholic, you're a Protestant. Okay, I love you. I respect you. You do what you do. I'm not talking about you. You know who I'm talking about. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. The Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. Weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.